All right. We're back with the interview that we didn't get yesterday. Um, so you want to introduce yourself to the people now?
Yes. My name is Sharif Abdul Rahim Muhammad.
Great. That's lovely. So, so what the first question is, um, why did you choose Senegal to go to as being the first family to go to the motherland with New Salatium? Why was Senegal the choice?
Well, I heard so many things about it. I know a lot of people from Senegal. I heard so many things about it, and all the places that you can go, the history of it. Um, and so basically, that's really what it was. Just having so many friends and knowing so many people from there, and everybody saying that's a great place to go. And so that's what we did.
So Senegal, that was why you went for the history and all the things. Okay. And what were the best things about the experience?
The best thing about the experience probably was the fact that, well, I mean, just a whole new way of life that's different from here in America. Um, the mannerism of the people, um, experiencing, the French language and the Walla language, and um, and just basically seeing everybody make a living for themselves over there was definitely, all hands on deck when it came to providing for the family. Um, and, just to see, a whole different perspective of how people, maneuver over there.
Okay. Now, one of the things that I know really stood out to you was when we went to visit the what is it called? It's it's the Abu Bamba,
Oh, the
the
Great Mosque of Tuba
Tuba. It was so
that was
beautiful.
founded by Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba back in I want to say the late 1800s, and it was completed in, I think they said, 1963, along with a whole lot of footwork and setbacks and sacrifice and those type of things. But yeah, that was like one of the biggest experiences. That was great to me to see such a large masjid where they said it Jumas is 7,000 or more people, and just the history of it, how it was all put together. Um, the marble, the different types of marble it had, and all the places it came from, like Morocco, Spain, and stuff like that. And the Maktaba, Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba, that housed thousands of books that he wrote. Which was mind blowing to me. I would never know that somebody could write thousands of books. To write one or two books is difficult for some people, but to write thousands of books, I mean thousands upon thousands. So that in itself, and I'm still trying to comprehend that. It really hasn't fully set in yet. And then the poems that he would write just from one Arabic letter. So it was just amazing to see that. So that just lets me know that being an American Muslim, how much time did we waste on frivolous things as opposed to putting that time into our deen.
Yes, sir. So, what would you say were um, the worst things that you experienced?
Oh, well, everything there is not accessible as it is here. Like I said, you had to earn everything over there. Just the dirt, very dusty. Sometimes bad smells. I think probably, and I don't want to sound like this, but I think getting used to, the bad underarm smell from people, which took some getting used to, but what I was told, it's normal. They're used to it. They just don't deal with a lot of, hygiene products like deodorant and stuff like that. Don't know why, but yeah, it is what it is, so. And, but as far as the landscape and stuff, I loved it. I love the landscape. I love seeing the people. Everybody's moving. It was always busy. Nobody standing still. And then the kids. I love the children. That was, to me, that was a good experience with the children. Because this a lot of people, I won't say poor, because our determination of poor is different from what their understanding of poor is. Because we're so privileged here in America and entitled, and everything is at our disposal, and the fact that the government takes care of us is like, so, poor to us would mean somebody who's not making, the average wages for the week or for the year. Here, somebody making $30,000 a year is considered to be poor. Over there, that's rich. And you really didn't see classes of people. Everybody pretty much looked the same. Everybody pretty much, you really didn't see nobody that stood out. You could say, oh, that person's rich, or this person is, considered to be, less fortunate. Everybody's pretty much the same over there.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. So, for me, I would say I seen people that stood out, but I don't think you did then. Well, anyhow, next step. Could you see yourself living there part-time or full-time? Why or why not?
Part-time, yes. Full-time, I don't think so. I used to a certain way of life I've been here almost 50 years, so I'm just used to a certain way of life. And I'm not even talking about, when it comes to, economic status, just period, used to certain things. Over there, I would spend some time over there. It would have to be dealing with business, of course. And business that will help the people over there. Because, from what I understood or what I was told was that, the government doesn't help the people. People basically fend for themselves, and you can see it there.
Well, that brings me to another question, which is, what long-term goals do you have related to Senegal?
Long-term goals? Well, I would have to spend some time there and really see how I can acclimate myself there and what capacity I can do it in.
And so what impact would you say that it has had on your life and or your life's perspective?
Well, to be more connected with Allah. Strengthen up my spirituality and being, grateful for everything. So that's what stood out to me. Like, yeah, man, I have to be grateful, and Allah just show you, people who, some people struggle to make a living over there, but nobody complaining. I never see nobody unhappy. I never seen no any type of violence like we see here in America. Everybody's basically in the state of remembrance of Allah and following the sunnah of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. You see a lot of people with their dhikr beads, and the masjid was right around the corner from the hotels, and it was basically nothing. Compared to masjids here, like a bad masjid here or a poor masjid here would be a storefront, but you still be able to go in if it's clean, and you can make wudu, go to the bathroom, air conditioned. Over there, that masjid around the corner from the hotel, it was beat down, it was dirty, it was no bathroom, no wudu station. The wudu station was 5-gallon water containers sitting on the step, and it was in bad shape. But I think I was probably more closer to Allah praying in there than anywhere else where I prayed in here in America. And I prayed in a lot of places here in America. I think that was more genuine for me there.
Well, anything else that you would like to add about, without revealing too much, but any type of endeavors or projects that you could possibly see yourself doing? You don't have to reveal precises, but just.
Oh, I would probably invent some street lights or something over there, because they drive like they, like driving is a crime or something. They drive so bad over there, and riding them cabs, I was more scared. I thought I drove bad. I drive pretty reckless sometimes, but over there I was driving on the passenger side and braking on the passenger side, and ain't no brakes.
That's funny.
So yeah, I meant to say that was one of the first things I noticed, like the driving over there, and the people, they bump into each other and do little fender benders, and just like, okay, keep going. Here, somebody tap your car, they want to get your insurance, your information, and go through the insurance company, and it ain't even worth filing a claim, but people still want to do it because they can do it, and that's just the way life is over here. Over there, unless you get your car towed up, it ain't, they keep it moving. And I still never found out why they got all of the fur carpet on the dashboard. I still didn't get that, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we definitely thank you for your time and participation, and just the voyage was.
It was an experience.
It was
I loved
definitely
it.
beautiful.
Loved it. I wouldn't change anything. I loved it. I love it. The everything. How they reserve everything, and nothing goes to waste. Yeah. So, but I like the toilets.
The squatting ones?
The squatting ones, no. I actually thought when I first landed and we get ready to go through customs, I go in the bathroom, and so I see a lady janitor, and like in America, lady janitor, she's gonna step out of the bathroom if men in there, and vice versa. If a men's cleaning a woman thing, he's gonna make sure there's no woman in there.
Right.
He's gonna put a sign and say, okay, cleaning. She's in there. I'm like, okay, can I use the bathroom? And she said, right here. I thought I went in the women's bathroom because she was standing in there. So I said, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come in. She said, oh no, go to the bathroom. I said, okay, cool. So I go in the stall because I noticed there wasn't no urinal. So I go in the stall and I look on the floor, and all I seen was the hole with the porcelain. So I said, you need. So I went out and told her, I said, you need to put a sign. The toilet's out of order. There's no toilet there. And so she didn't understand what I was saying, of course. So I just went to the next, and I noticed. So I finally figured out when I've seen the wudu sprayer. I said, oh, this is back old school, like how the Prophet ﷺ did it. Squatting with my knees. I couldn't squat, so yeah, I had to hold that. But the bathrooms in the hotels, that was nice.
Yeah.
When that conventional flush, it was like the circles on the wall. That was cool. I just kept hitting them because it was fun to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna cut that part out the interview.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, we thank you for the participation. It was awesome, beautiful experience. So happy that we were able to go together for our first time to Senegal. And yeah, so big ups, New Salatium.
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Assalamualaikum.